Coming up on Takedown with Chris Hansen.
Oh, he's calling back.
In Marquette County, Michigan, one man traveled hundreds of miles.
I mean, who does that?
Well, nobody.
But this is not going to be a welcoming detour.
And did you think maybe this was a sting of some sort?
Definitely had my thoughts.
Right. Hey everyone, Chris Hansen here. I hope you're enjoying this free full episode of Takedown. But there's something else you need to know. We have almost 100 new episodes on my streaming crime network, watch TruBlu.com. Use the code YouTube24 for half off your first month, or YouTube Year for $20 off a full year. We'll see you soon on TruBlu.
In Marquette County, Michigan, detectives posing as 15-year-old girls and boys are online looking to identify potential child predators. And one man was only too eager to take the bait.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
You coming?
So, I just need like jerk off.
What? I can't hear you.
Said I just need a place to jerk off. I'm not doing anything with you.
Okay. That's fine.
Not going to jail.
Nope, no one's here and I'm not getting in any trouble either.
Yeah. How do I know I'm not just being like baited there and you know,
I'm here alone.
like someone? Yeah. How do I know that?
I don't know. I sent you the photos. How far are you?
Send me a photo. I just passed the bridge.
Just past the bridge?
Yeah.
Okay. But you're for sure coming to see me? Hello?
You know, someone to catch a chill home, you know?
Well, I'm not gonna get in any trouble and I'm not gonna try and get you in any trouble.
Shouldn't matter anyways. Like I said, I just need to use the bathroom. So.
Okay. Well, see you when you get here, okay?
The man said he just wanted to use the bathroom, but I think there's more to the story. So I get the details from Lieutenant Alex Gill.
So, he's coming up here. He doesn't want to get in trouble. He's driving pretty far from downstate. He just passed the bridge. He sent us a verification photo of him crossing the bridge. After we told him our age, he kind of transitioned to believing that if he jerks off into a cup in the bathroom while we ride a pillow, it's not sexual with a 15-year-old, so he can't
thinks he's in the clear.
That's how he's justifying it up here.
And then he wants the girl to do something with the...
Yeah, he offered to let the 15-year-old drink the cum out of the cup.
And so that is illegal in and of itself. I mean, that's a sexual act.
Correct. Yes, so despite his mind justification, he's still coming up here to have sexual gratification with a minor.
And he's driven all the way from Benton Harbor.
That's where we suspect.
Right.
In that area.
And that's 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours?
It's probably close to 7, maybe
7
even
hours.
8.
Do you buy that he drives 7 to 8 hours to not have sex?
No. What I think he's doing is he's using this as a test. And when he gets up here, and if he felt safe and that this was just a 15-year-old, and that there was nobody else here, that he would go all the way with that 15-year-old.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And what do we know about this guy at this point?
Not too much. He's 20, going to be 21 here next year.
He sounds older.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He did send us one picture of him. It was a pretty normal picture, just standing outside. If that's him in the picture, he does look, younger, early
20,
20s.
21.
Yeah.
Still illegal.
Correct.
With the 15-year-old girl. No matter how he tries to present this.
Yes,
or protect himself.
100%. This is just him doing mind games in his own mind to juggle the morality of it, and if it is a setup that he wasn't here to do anything wrong.
Plausible deniability.
Right.
Doesn't work.
No.
And so we think he could be 2 hours or less now.
So he called, he just went over the bridge. That's about a 3.5 hour drive.
We don't know his name yet, but he's given new meaning to what we refer to as a traveler, having made a 7+ hour drive to meet with someone he thinks is a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, he's calling back.
My cameras get back into position as the decoy gets back into character.
Hello?
Yeah, did you hear me?
Yeah.
I said I don't know where I'm going.
Well, come to Ishpeming and I'll give you my address.
I gotta need some security on my end. Not being baited or anything like that.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Hear me now?
A little bit.
Well, that doesn't tell you I'm coming. But I feel like I need some security on my end.
What would make you
So
feel
that,
better?
You know, I don't know.
What kind of security are you looking for?
I don't know. Just something to know I'm not going to jail.
Well, think about it and let me know.
You know?
I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to get anyone in trouble.
Alright.
So you still coming?
Yeah, like I said, though, I'm not doing anything with you. I just need to use your bathroom.
Well, see you soon.
You can still drink it if you want.
What?
Said you can still drink it if you want.
Okay.
Send that to me when you get a chance.
Okay, let me know when you're in Ishpeming and I'll send it.
Alright.
Okay. See you soon.
And he says you can still drink it.
Mm-hmm. There was a lot of discussion back and forth, and in one of those text strings that I had with him, he was asking what would we do, and there was conversation about drinking ejaculate, and so that's what he's referring to, is that he's gonna go into the bathroom. It's nothing sexual with me or the 15-year-old in this case, and he's gonna jerk off into a cup, and I can drink it if that's what I really
Drives
want.
7 to 8 hours to see a 15-year-old girl, but then goes into a bathroom to masturbate while the girl's in there. I mean, who does that?
Well, nobody. And that's something that I told him, if he felt more comfortable when he got up here and saw that it wasn't a setup like he says it is, then maybe we could go even further.
Yeah. And remind me, do we have a name on this guy yet?
We do not.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll find out soon enough. But it sounds just like he's awfully committed to me.
Oh yes, yeah.
He's
He was already halfway up here when he first got a little hinky about the situation, but he'd already made probably half the trip, and so he's not going to waste it.
Good. All right.
There's going to be no road trip rest stop to his liking here. Just me and the Marquette County Sheriff's Office. Our surveillance cameras catch his vehicle pulling up to the Sting House. He gets out of his car, locks it, and walks up to the door. The decoy meets him at the door and invites him in. He has an apprehensive look around.
See, like I said, no one else is here. I have the whole place to myself. You can't see it.
Gotta be quick.
You gotta be quick? Okay. Well, I'm just here all by myself. You wanna fuck or anything like that?
15.
Yeah. I'm consenting.
Yeah, but you're not the legal consenting age.
Yeah, but I'm not looking to get in trouble. I just want to have some fun.
I get that. But there's no horny 15-year-old boys.
No.
No.
And plus, I want someone older, someone that can teach me how to have fun.
Gotcha.
Does that sound something like you could do?
like I said, I mean, there's a lot of legal ramifications, and responsibility, and more than anything, a conscience.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't want to get in trouble, and I don't want you to get in trouble, but I'm not going to get you in trouble. I'm not going to say anything.
Where's that bathroom? Been on the road all day. I gotta piss.
Okay. Well, you said you wanted a cup. Did you want me to grab you one, or
No, it was more being an asshole.
just an asshole? Oh, okay.
I think more than anything, I just wanted to, I guess more wanted to talk to you face to face, like, I guess. Just because I understand what you're wanting to do and things like that, but
Do you?
I don't know, you're for your age, like, you're very attractive and whatnot, but, like, I guess, like, the way you're going about it, you know, there's better ways.
Yeah. Well, this is what I wanted to do. So,
I understand.
yeah. Is it something you're interested in doing?
I don't know. There's no hidden camera.
No. Why would I do that?
Because I have anxiety. So those are things I think about. I think you picked that up on that.
Yeah, a little bit.
You have to use my bathroom now.
Oh, I can show you. Good. It's this way.
He's just going to have to hold it.
Hey, I'm going to need you to sit right down over there. And keep your hands out of your pockets. Keep your hands out of your pockets. Sit right over there. Sit, no, come around and sit right there. Okay. You good?
Yeah.
You get it? Go ahead, sit down.
I was being 100%
Okay,
honest.
just sit down and I want to hear about it.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to accuse you of anything you didn't do.
Yep.
All right? How long did you drive tonight?
I'm driving up to see a buddy in college and saw the post and I mean, I didn't realize she was 15, if that's how old she actually is, but I had absolutely no intentions.
Break it down for me. So how did this all come together?
As far
As you were online looking at a certain platform
Yeah.
that specializes in hookups and sex, right? And how old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20.
Yes, sir.
And do you go to college? Do you work? What do you do?
I work full time.
And what do you do?
I'm a mechanic.
Mechanic. Auto mechanic?
Yeah.
And you live in Benton Harbor?
No, I live kind of in the Kalamazoo area.
In the Kalamazoo area.
Yes, sir.
And so you were heading up this way
Yeah.
to visit a buddy at college.
Yes.
At Northern?
Yeah. No, Michigan Tech.
Michigan Tech, okay.
Yeah.
And that's up north here.
Yeah.
And so on the way, you were looking for some action?
I mean, I guess that's what it initially turned into, but, or initially what it was, but I think loneliness gets to me in a way, and I look for it in negative ways. Like,
Yeah.
like that site, but, yeah.
Have you met women online before?
No, I have not.
Have you gone online looking to maybe meet a woman?
I mean, I saw the site and kind of looked at it, but I mean, my anxiety is so high, I never really, like, I've just texted before, but never met with it.
Followed through with it.
Yeah.
And so you had a lengthy online chat with this person.
Yeah. I think.
Went for a full day,
I think a lot of that was more boredom with the drive.
right? So you were texting and driving,
Yeah.
which is illegal, which might be the least of your problems tonight, but we'll get to that in a moment. The chat grew sexual.
Yeah, I think it was sexual before I realized that I got the text that she was
15. Right.
And then I stated in there I don't want any pics underage, things like that.
And I'm sorry, your name?
Bobby.
Bobby. You're chatting, and initially you're not sure that what her age is. And then she tells you that she's 15, but you continue chatting with her. Why was that, Bobby?
I think more of it was concern for, you know, what this 15-year-old might be doing on this site, and I don't know, I have a savior complex, and I thought I could steer the right direction, I guess.
Why not call authorities, though? Why not call child services? There are about a dozen things you could have done, Bobby, that would made more sense than and looked a lot better than what this looks right now.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I think maybe some of it was like if I would have contacted one of those, I would have had to explain
What you were doing on the site, right?
And I think there was a fear there.
The smartest thing you could have done tonight is just let it go. Because here's what it looks like, Bobby. It looks like you chatted up a 15-year-old girl. There was sex talk. And then you drove, what, 7-8 hours?
Yeah,
from where you were to where you are now?
Honestly, I was driving
to see a buddy.
I can show you a text on my phone that says, "Hey, when are you gonna get what's your ETA, where you're at?"
But you diverted here.
Yeah.
Did you tell him where you were going?
I did not.
So if you're going to save this girl, why didn't you tell your buddy, "Hey, look, I got something important I got to do. I got to save this girl who's 15."
I think that goes back to that same thing that was I would have had to explain what I was doing on the site. Talk about a thing in my life that has some shame in. And
do you think you need some help, Bobby?
As far as like the child part of it, no, I had no intentions. And like I told her, that was more of a joke of the cup thing.
Because what you said was that you would go into the bathroom, masturbate into a cup while she was humping a pillow. That's what you said online. And that if she wanted to drink what was in the cup afterwards, she could. Now that sounds pretty graphic to me, Bobby. I mean, to say that and to intend to do that with somebody who's underage is illegal in and of itself. That's a sexual act with a 15-year-old girl. You get that, right? I mean, you don't seem like a bad guy, Bobby, and just sitting here talking to you, but the stuff in the chat is bad. The fact that you had the chat and showed up here is bad.
I understand.
There are a dozen things you could have done to help a child who is in jeopardy.
As opposed to
as opposed to come on over, because what it looks like is that you were covering your tracks, right? You said you weren't going to do anything sexual. You made a point of it so you would have plausible deniability if you came here and things worked out and you could have had sex with this 15-year-old girl. That's the way it looks, and you can see my point, right?
I understand your point, yes. I don't think that's at all what I was trying to do.
Well, that's why I'm talking to you, because I want to get to the truth here.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of people in your situation, they lie to me. And I know they lie because I've got the transcripts.
Yeah.
And so what I need to know is whether or not you're lying to me as well.
I'm not.
What do you think would have happened, Bobby, had I not been here and you'd have been alone with this 15-year-old girl?
Well, like I said, I mean, I probably would have used the bathroom and walked out. I mean, regardless of you sitting here right now or not, I mean, I was kind of feeling like when I walked in the door initially or when I just pulled up, I was thinking to myself, honestly, what am I doing right now?
I know, but then why do it?
I don't know.
Unless you wanted to have sex with the girl.
I don't think I wanted to have sex.
I know, but then why would you come here? You see what I'm saying? Bobby, you should be getting close to your buddy's college apartment, going out and having a beer, looking for girls who are your same age. But you're not. You're in this house where you knew a 15-year-old girl was home alone. And you're telling me this sad story about how you're going to maybe try to help her. And you're telling me this story about how you're going to try and help her. And I don't buy it. What do you think should happen?
What do you mean?
To you for being here?
I don't know. I mean, I can't control any of that. I mean, unfortunately, I see it either goes one of two ways. It's either a hard lesson learned, and I walk out as with felony or being charged with being a sex offender or ruining my life pretty much, or I walk out with a still hard lesson learned, and work on myself, fix myself.
Do you think you're broken?
I think I have things that are broken, as far as like I said, I do go on those sites. And I look for that. But also I know there is a part of me that does have a heart, has a conscience that doesn't want to see that for myself, that wants to lead a normal, healthy life. I just started talking to a girl who is my own age in Indiana, and she's really cool, and we're going to Cedar Point next weekend.
But that goes to my point. If you got that going on, why are you messing around with this here tonight and somebody who's underage?
It's just being...
You got a grown-up girl your own age in Indiana.
Just being dumb.
Did you bring condoms with you, Bobby?
No, I do not have any.
In your car?
No.
None?
No.
Do you have a criminal record?
I do not.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Misdemeanor, felony, nothing? You ever meet anybody underage for sex before?
No.
All right. Bobby, you talk in the chat about being worried that it might be some group looking to find a chomo, I think was the word you mentioned. What did you mean by that?
Child molester.
Child molester. And did you think maybe this was a sting of some sort?
I mean, definitely had my thoughts.
Right.
As I'm sitting here right now.
And in spite of all that, you walked in this door. Well, Bobby, there's something you need to know. I'm Chris Hansen, and I do stories on fellows who try to meet children for sex. And if there's anything else you want folks to know, now's a good time to share it with me. Okay. There's some people here who are going to want to talk to you and take it from here. They're not going to rough you up or anything. You don't have to be worried. But they're going to want to talk to you about what happened tonight. And they'll sort it out. They'll sort it out with you. And they're not going to be mean or rough on you. They want to hear exactly what you have to say, just like you told me, all right?
Am I going to jail?
That's up to these fellas here.
How you doing? What's your name, buddy?
Bobby.
Bobby. I'm Jason. How you doing, buddy? We're gonna take care of you, okay? Where are you traveling from?
Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Kalamazoo. Okay. How long of a drive is that for you?
Well, it was about 8 hours.
You weren't here for anybody, were you?
No.
You don't get any weapons on you?
No.
You got any warrants for your arrest?
Well, there's a pocket knife, but...
Okay. Let's turn around. Let's head this way.
Okay.
Let's go this way.
Sorry.
You're okay. You're all right.
Was Bobby here to help a girl? Maybe. You almost want to think that's the case. But the facts don't add up. The chat doesn't lead one to believe that's what he was going to do. And as I always say, if that's the intent, then why not call local authorities? It's not that hard to do. So now Bobby's got to explain it to the Marquette County Sheriff's Office.
Bobby was charged with child sexually abusive activity, use of a computer to commit child sexually abusive activity, accosting a child for immoral purposes, and using a computer to commit accosting a child for immoral purposes. We'll keep you posted on the case against him. Marquette County, Michigan Sheriff Greg Zybert and his task force are not just identifying those in his county wanting to do harm to a child, but also those who think they may be traveling to a safe place to sexually exploit a child.
We had one man show up who's 20 years old, drove all the way from Kalamazoo, 5-6 hours. Said he was on his way to visit friends north of here. He stops along the way to meet who he thinks is a 15-year-old girl, says he wasn't going to actually do anything with her, but there was a pretty sexually explicit conversation. Claimed he had anxiety issues and just wanted to hang out with this girl. Do you buy any of that?
No, it's a plan from the time he left home. It's an opportunity away from where he lives, away from, any connection with him. It's an opportunity to find others while driving and heading north.
He drives around the house. He checks it out at least twice. We see him go back and forth. What does that indicate to you?
Well, he knows what he's doing. He's looking specifically for things that are just not right. And so it's pre-planned. He knows exactly what he's doing.
Watch TruBlu.com is home to the full library of Takedown with Chris Hansen, true crime documentaries, and exclusive investigations.